Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh yeah. Broadcasting live from the Josie Network studios in downtown Medina, Tennessee. It's that time of week again. It's time for the Josie Show. Bringing you the most exciting music news and guests from around the world. Right here on the Josie Show. Please make welcome the beautiful, the talented, the lovely, America's radio sweetheart, Mrs. Josie Passantino-Boone.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Josie Show. I'm Josie Passantino-Boone and today my special guest is on Broadway in Juliet, and he has a new book out. I'm talking about Joomin Hwang, so I'm really excited to welcome him to the show. So let's get right into it. Joomin Hwang, hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Oh, I'm so excited to talk to you. You have such an inspiring story that I want my listeners who may not know your story to kind of get a little bit more familiar. So can you share your journey from South Korea to Broadway?
Wow. I needed like 3 days, but to make it short. I grew up as a breakdancer and I was kind of good at it. And then when I was 20, I got into this crew that was going around the world doing breakdance battles and the shows, performance shows. And in 2007, I was in London doing a show called The Breakout in the Peacock Theatre. And one of my day offs, a bunch of dancers were there. We were like, what should we do? We should watch a musical. So we watched Billy Elliot. And that was the gateway for me to fell in love for the musical theater. I think right now I realize, back then I didn't know why I was so mesmerized, but now I realize breakdancing was just like very much like like Olympic athletes. You train for years and you go to competitions and you either win or lose, right? But then when I saw the theater, I saw whole life on the stage and also longevity. I could do this for like years and years and years until I'm 60 and 70.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so I was like, wow. And also we choose, I mean, this is my opinion, but we choose either it's your job or a hobby or the big part of your thing that you do every day. It's gonna be the tool to learn about life, right?
Right.
That's gonna be the main tool of learning about life. And I thought theater would be a great tool to learn about life. It's because it's about life. So I came back to Korea, started learning how to sing and act, and I wasn't very good at it.
Really?
I was really bad at it, to be honest.
Interesting.
And for me, actually singing, multiple teachers rejected me teaching. But the thing is, singing and breakdancing is polar opposite in terms of training, because breakdancing is all about your upper body strength, so you can lift your body and you're just flipping around. But singing is all about releasing everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had such a hard time, and nobody back then in Korea, not like nobody really knew how to teach me.
Sure, yeah.
Because like think about it, how many breakdancers wanted to learn to become a singer, right?
Right, not
So
common.
they were like, they were like, tried different tools and nothing really worked. And like, I don't think, and then, we often say, oh, you are not talented enough to pursue this because nothing's working. But I didn't give up. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I just really liked theater, so I kept finding it. I kept finding a teacher, and finally found a teacher who really believed in me. Her name is Dr. Zhang.
Yeah.
And 5 years later, with her, I got into a music school.
Wow.
Um, and then, studying and always watching YouTube videos and
Mm-hmm.
listening to clips to, when you aim high, you go higher.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and then one day my professor asked me, Jumin, you love watching this Broadway clips and you should go try Broadway. And that was when I was 29 years old.
Wow.
When I didn't know how to speak English, and
Right.
it's just like it didn't sound realistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm like, I told my professor, um, that doesn't sound realistic to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't want to entertain impossible.
Sure.
And my professor was, Jimin, you don't have to make it. Just go experience it. Experience as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
It will be great soil for your artistry. And I was like, that's so true. And
Yeah. Great advice.
I, yeah, then if I'm just experiencing it, there's nothing for me to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So I packed my stuff in 3 months and I came here and started learning how to speak English. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then did like so many auditions, so many auditions, and
Right.
I booked my first Broadway show in 2018, the prom, and second Broadway show in 2022,
That's
and
incredible.
Juliet. Yeah,
Yes. Wow. That just shows persistence and also having a great teacher. One day you really need to open up like your own like school in South Korea. You know what I mean? That would be amazing. So you
Y-
can kind of give the learning aspect that you've learned when, you wished you would have learned back then. You know what I mean?
right.
That would be amazing.
That's exactly what That's my lifelong dream. And
Really? Yeah.
my book is actually part of it because my dream school is gonna be teaching technicals, but also
Hmm.
I would say mental wisdom. Because I
Yeah.
think pursuing art, it's a lot of mental game.
Right.
People think it's a talent, but I think talent can fluctuate, depends on the time and
Sure.
um, but how you approach the artistry, I think that's the most important thing, and that's the gem of longevity, I think. So I'm working on
Hmm.
my
Yeah.
future school, and this is a part of it. But my book, yeah, is a part of the steps I want to teach
That
my
would
future kids to, um, yeah, become really, really wise artists.
Yes. Oh, that would be amazing. That would be a full circle moment. And I know it's
Yeah,
going to happen. The way you are so determined and you know what you want. And speaking on your book, you are an author. You created the Rule of Five journal. And it is an incredible book. And you wrote this actually during like a period of transition in your own life. Was there like
yes.
a specific moment when you realized that this personal practice might actually be something that could also benefit other people?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I went through one of the hardest time in my life.
Right.
I got a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and how I felt at the moment was like I'm in a failure, a lot of emotions, but I feel so lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things that I believed I felt like it all shattered,
Sure.
and I was like so lost, couldn't find the direction. Like, what should I do after this, right? That
Yeah.
was the big, big, big question. And sometimes, if that question is so big, it makes you paralyzed, right?
Mm,
You
yeah.
I don't know what to do. And because of that, a couple months I mean, like the years, first year, I was just so lost,
Mm-hmm.
trying to find something. So I got into reading books to kind of find tools.
Yeah.
And then first tool I found interesting was 5:1 positivity ratio by the Gottman Institute. There are a lot of gratitude journals and um, that's just thinking about positivities, but it didn't really resonate with me because I feel like it felt great when I was doing all like listing positivities, but
Yeah.
then when I turn around, my negativity is always just around the corner, just right behind me.
Right.
Yeah, so I was
Mhm.
like, it's just like it didn't really work for me.
Mhm.
And what I really liked about that 1:5:1 positivity ratio is you list one negative. So like in order to cancel negative thoughts, you need to find positivity. That like negative thoughts is that positive, that strong.
Yeah.
Um yeah, so it was like it was the balance, right? You're
Right.
not kicking out negativities. You're kind of like accepting it with balance. And when I started using it, it was hard to find positivities because
Mhm.
I have so many negativities around me.
Right. Yeah. During
But
that
then
time.
later,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Mhm.
then later on, it kind of shifted. I felt
Mhm.
there's a shifting moments that like, oh, I
Mhm.
can find more positivities now.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and then that's
And then.
where I found a little bit of space to do something more, right? Because
Mhm.
when you don't have any space to do something, it's just hard. And then when I had that space, I was like, okay, what do I want to do with this little space in my emotional space? And then I found this five whys method. Read it from Let Them by Mel
Mhm.
Robinson.
Mhm.
Um, it's about you break down your problems and how you do it is you write down your problem and answer why is that problem, right? Then
Yeah.
after you answer it, you answer your first answer, why the first answer is the problem for you. So in that
Mm.
way, you get on one layer under your problem, right? And
Yeah.
then you answer your second answer again, why this second answer is your problem. So you keep answering those answers until you reach your root problem, and
Mhm.
usually five whys after you find your root problem. So in this way, you're not solving your just like surface problem, because surface problems is not the actual problems. When
Right.
you solve your root problems, you could actually solve four problems at the same time. This is created by Toyota car company, so CEO.
Mhm.
He's way about finding the problems in engineering. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that that really helped me to break down my problems, my negativities,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
yeah, and then after that, I was able to see what it is, what the elements are in that one problem. Because like usually it's not just the one problem, it's a
Right.
mixture of something.
Exactly.
And when you
Mhm.
see multiple elements of what this problem is holding, you kind of see, oh, okay, you can see the direction of how it better direction to solve it, like to do something with it, right?
Mhm. No,
So
for sure.
that really helped me to find the direction. Like, okay, I think I can do this. I want to start with this. And then I I found this fascinating about like a reframing a positive. So whenever we experience negative emotions, jealousy, whatever that is, jealousy,
Sure.
anger, frustration, we often focus on those emotions so much, we forget or neglect the intention of it. And we actually kind of like think about the intentions.
Mhm.
We often find it constructive.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so like use that to kind of like, okay, what of all these problems and answers, what is good about all those things that I could
Mhm.
find it constructive, right? So I
Interesting.
can write it down again to matching all the problem, first answer, second, third, fourth, fifth answers to reframing it to positive. Like what I can make it constructive or positive, learn something from this, right? So
Yeah,
in that way, I can practice compassion.
that's so
It's not,
interesting.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's not only just like it's not only just this problem. I can
Hmm.
kind of make it something wholesome of it. You know what I mean?
Well, sure.
Um, and after I did it, I felt like I found some energy to do things. It's not only you know things that is right and wrong.
Hmm.
You need to have energy to actually so do something with it, right?
Right.
So after that, I found the habits like Atomic Habits and 4% Growth Sweet Spot by Steven Kotler and I forgot Atomic Habits.
Hmm.
Yeah, the author.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
yeah. Um, so it's better to do small things every day rather than
exactly.
trying to have a big changes and then not doing it 3 months later, right? And
Right.
then that habits for me, it's for me it's about the growth, right? And
Mhm.
it's better to have 4% out of your comfort zone is a sweet spot. It's not too easy, so it's boring to you, or it's not too hard to it will snap your
Yeah.
like motivation.
Sure. Yeah, you have to have the even balance.
Yeah.
Right.
So I put those two to list things that I could possibly do.
Hmm.
And then I next section is and then I was like, okay, let's pick easiest.
Yeah, that's
So
so fair. Yeah.
I wrote down the easiest and
Yes.
then I uh, add later, why is that matter to you? What is this action matters to you? So when you connected your action to your core values,
Hmm.
it there is a better chance to stick with you daily practice, right? Because
Yeah.
it's aligned with your core value. Yeah, so I added that, and then after that, I was like, oh, this feels pretty good. So I added how I feel and what I am excited about that today. That took me about like, I think a year to put all those together. I
Sure.
added one by one slowly. And then after I added all these together, first time,
Hmm.
I felt like I just knew it. This is something very special.
Yes.
um that not only just gonna help me, it could help because it helped me.
Yeah,
uh
exactly. Hmm.
and so it will help other people. It will there's a chance that it will help other people. So I
Hmm.
was curious, so I shared it with my friends.
Oh,
um
nice.
and then I got good positive feedbacks.
It's amazing.
So I started writing why I put those tools and why is it working, and it became a journal book.
Nice. And we're glad you did too. It is so good. The Rule of
Thank
Five
you.
journal. You're very welcome. And it's currently available
Thank
on
you.
Amazon, right? So everyone can check it out because all of these little things, really do help with personal growth and just kind of it's great to kind of go to the deeper root of your problems, but also not always looking at the negative, always kind of looking towards the positive. We got to keep moving forward. You know what I mean?
Right,
Tiny steps, tiny steps.
right.
And I think it's just so wonderful and I really do recommend it to everybody. It is on Amazon, so please make sure you check it out. The Rule of Five journal. And I think it's just so wonderful how you incorporated like principles from like psychology and neuroscience. You really did your research. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You really did, which is amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's
Yeah,
just
it
so
was
cool.
actually, like I wasn't intended, I wasn't intentioning, wait, that was not the right word. I didn't try to write a book. It just came out from my own practice and try to get out of my bad cycle
Yeah.
in my life. Yeah, and it's kind of interesting that I'm actually trying to write another book.
Hmm.
It's
Oh,
about redefine your happiness,
oh,
but
interesting.
the process is very different because I am now trying to write a book, so it's like it's not
Right.
the same as how this came out to me. So
Sure.
yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, I'm really looking forward to the next book, and I can't wait to see what is next for you. And you got a lot going on, not only with the book, but of course, like you mentioned earlier, you're on Broadway and
Yes.
Juliet, which is
Yes.
a phenomenon. Everybody loves and Juliet. And I wanted to ask you, what do you enjoy most about performing on that show? What's that experience been like for you?
I this show means a lot to me because I made a
Okay.
history with it.
Yes.
I became the first native Korean to play non-Asian specific principal role on Broadway because usually,
Yes.
Asians are playing Asian roles,
Right.
but it's a big deal for me and the Asian community that
That's
we are
huge.
breaking the barriers and keep
Mhm.
moving forward together.
Yes.
And as an immigrant and a support of Asian Americans in the US, it's a huge, huge um, deal for me that I'm very, very grateful
Yeah.
to have this opportunity. And the show is a jukebox musical,
Mhm.
all Max Martin songs. Max Martin is one of the biggest composers in the world. He did Hit Me Baby One More Time, Oops, I Did It Again, all the Backstreet Boys NSYNC songs. Like
Yes.
you know all the songs when you
All of
hear
them.
this.
Yeah. We do. We do.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like such a fun show to do because I
Yeah.
grew up with these songs. And
Sure.
our writer, David West Reed, he did such a great job to weaving drama and these songs together. So you actually kind of re-hearing the lyrics and you're like, oh my God, you can use this song like this.
Right.
It's yeah,
I
it's
love
like,
that.
wow, this is brilliant. And like it's just such a fun show to do. But it's just not end there. At the end, we have such a great message
Mm-hmm.
to like you don't know like you have no idea it's coming, and then you're like people are all of a sudden just crying in the audience. And like
Aw.
I love that part of the show too because it's you're actually telling something meaningful story, just not only the comedy of it, right?
Right.
Um, yeah, and it's just like I've been doing the show for almost 4 years now. It's
Well,
just my longest ever been in a show.
yeah.
Um, but I'm still enjoying it because the show is just so fun to do.
Yes. Oh, and I'm sure like when new people come on, it also kind of keeps an excitement. I know Chrissy in the news, Chrissy Metz just joined in on Anne Juliet.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And yes, and I think just new people coming in probably keeps the excitement as well for you too.
So Joy Fatone is gonna join us soon,
Yay!
from NSYNC, and then Lori Hernandez, from Olympic Gymnast. She's
Perfect.
in our show as well. So yeah, you
Oh,
can see some
so
big
exciting.
names in our show.
You really can. Isn't that crazy?
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy. Then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh wow, I'm working with them, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's a pinch me moment. I think that's just so cool. And it's such a great show because not only, like you said, is it fun, but also it has a great message to it. I think those are like the best shows, in my opinion, when it has a
yeah.
message to it, but it's also fun and songs you know and love. It's a win-win.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes,
That's
really.
that's amazing. So
Thank you.
please make sure you check that out, everybody. But kind of going back to before we go, I want to talk about this because before, like when you first came in, your debut was the prom, and
Yes.
you were actually the first Native Korean in history to perform on the Tony Awards.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, so the prom, um,
Yeah.
I love the show. They made it to a movie on
Oh.
Netflix,
Yep.
with Nicole Kidman, James Corden,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, as some other big names. And when I did the show, Tony Awards is you have to be nominated for Best Musical to perform at the Tony Awards.
Perform
So
right.
I
Yeah.
was very, very lucky that the prom was nominated.
Mm-hmm.
And we did the show in Radio City
Mm-hmm.
in 2019. It's the venue is just huge. It's like
Sure.
I think it's almost 6,000 seats.
Yeah.
And usually the opening number at the Tony
Mhm.
Awards, they put all the shows together and make their own opening number, like this year, 2026. So I was practicing that with other fellow Broadway performers, and it's just like I couldn't
For real.
believe that I was doing that because I was, I was from Korea, and like all the things that I mean, I
Yeah.
was an immigrant. I didn't speak English. The visa was an issue. So everything was kind of like stacked against me.
Yeah.
But then I kind of like broke all those things and was able to be in the show on Broadway, but also performing for Tony's. That was just so crazy to me.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
so crazy.
yeah, and then after the opening number, I see the audience, the waves of standing ovations, and the
Mm-hmm.
6,000 people. It was like it's unforgettable
Yeah.
visual that I will never ever forget. And I
Mm-hmm.
see, Lucy Liu, like I don't know, like
Yeah.
Hollywood stars to theater stars watching me performing, right? Just like
Yeah.
it's just so crazy.
That's so crazy. What
Yeah,
an
and then
experience. Yeah.
yeah,
Ooh.
it was that was already like, oh my God, I made it. I can
Yeah.
die now. But then like couple, I think, months or later, I found out from an article that I am the first Native Korean to perform at the Tony Awards. That's
Insane.
yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that was that was really cool, and I'm honored, but also like, wow, it's 2019,
Right. It took so long. I think the
right?
Tony started in like
It took so
1947 or something. Yeah.
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 So I
Yeah.
mean, like, to be honest, our
Mm-hmm.
Asian representations
Mm-hmm.
weren't amazing until I would say 2017, 18 was the like exponential kind of
Yeah.
growth point. So I was like, I really want to be one of the vessel to
Mm-hmm.
keep this movement moving forward. Yeah, so after I was really, really happy with the news, but also I felt a lot of like responsibility
Yeah.
of like, oh wow, so I'm now one of the people who are carrying this, yeah,
Right.
together.
Isn't that crazy? And like young kids who want to be in your position are looking to you, and you really started, something which I think is incredible as just, a performer. You're doing what you love, but also on the other hand, you're also helping your community as well. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
just incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
love
just
it.
like we're doing because I was watching somebody and got inspirations from watching them, right? And then I
Yeah.
was like keep paying forward the next generations. And it feels I love the theater, that part of theater, the inspirations
Yeah.
just paying forward to next generation.
Yes, and you do. And I just can't wait to see what is next for you because I know you have so much in store next. And I just can't wait to see what is next for you. And thank you so much for taking time to chat with me. It was a true honor, really.
Thank you, thank you. I'm always happy to share my story.
I appreciate it. You have such a story. I think it's just incredible what you do and what you've conquered, and you've had so many challenges along the way, but you still got through it, and you're just kicking major bootay. So I'm
Thank you.
incredible. Oh, Joomin, everybody, please make sure you go and check out his book, The Rule of Five Journal, on Amazon right now. And thank you again, Joomin. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Josie Show today. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. And a big thank you to my special guest, Joomin, for chatting with me. And my next guest is, it's on July 15th, my next show. We have special guest Craig Campbell. So stay tuned for that at josieshow.com or wherever you listen to the Josie Show. And see y'all again next time. Bye-bye.